Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm making a fantastic chicken today, and it's a caprese chicken, sort of a take on caprese pasta salad, but now this is on chicken, using gorgeous products from the garden, obviously starting off with tomatoes. Now, I want you to know the first thing you have to do is heat some good quality extra virgin olive oil in a skillet. And for this recipe, I don't want you using a non-stick skillet. I want things to stick a little bit, and I'll tell you why when we progress through this recipe. But what you do need are boneless and skinless chicken breasts. And I'm going to just put the chicken right in here. And don't overcrowd the pan. You can do this in 2 batches. But for right now, I am just going to do 3 really nice big pieces of chicken. And I am going to season my chicken pretty generously here with salt and pepper. And I'm going to add some fresh oregano to this. Now I'm only going to season this side first, and then when I flip them in just a little bit, I'll season the other side. And here I have a little bit of fresh oregano that I got from the farm market. If you're lucky and maybe you grow it in your garden, that's even a better thing to do. So let's put that aside. And here's a tip. Don't move the chicken until it really forms a great sear on the bottom. Otherwise, all it's doing is sticking. So let's let this go for about 6 minutes on a medium-high heat, and then come back and flip it, and we'll do this process again. And now I'm going to flip my chicken, and you can see how easily it moves in the pan because it did form a sear. I'm going to season it again with salt and pepper and let it go for another 6 minutes. Another 6 minutes has passed. Let's take this chicken out. I poured off the oil, but I left a little bit in there, and I want you to see all these wonderful brown bits. They're important. I'm going to add a little bit of butter and let the butter melt. And while that's melting, and I wish you could smell this, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some lemon juice, freshly squeezed, and some white wine to this pan. And I'm going to allow this now to cook and just bring up all those wonderful brown bits from the bottom of the pan. And now you see why I didn't use a nonstick pan. Now I'm going to add the chicken back into the pan along with the juices. And I'm going to top this with some mozzarella cheese on each piece and cover this and let the cheese melt. Alrighty, cheese is melted. And now, because I don't want the garlic to burn, I'm going to scatter the garlic around into the sauce. I have about 3 cloves of garlic there. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to scatter grape tomatoes that I've cut into halves. And I'm going to add pesto. This is homemade pesto. I'll send you the recipe. We're just going to pour that all over the chicken, just like so. Top this with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, freshly grated. And there you go, folks. You have yourself a fantastic caprese chicken just in time for tonight's dinner. Well, I'm Rania Harris, but before I go, I've got to tell you, next week is our first segment with our partnership with Shop and Save, and I'm super excited because I'm going to be making bacon cheddar sliders. So stay tuned next week and know that I miss you, I love you, and bon appetit!
Yay, Rania!
Thank you, Rania.
So good.
So next week, sliders. That sounds great. But
love
you know what?
sliders.
I'm a caprese nut. So
Are you?
Yeah, like caprese salad, I love it.
You're all in.
Yeah, so that looks fantastic to me.
Oh, I love mozzarella cheese. I love cheese in general. Any kind of cheese.
Right, I know that about you, yeah.
It's just my favorite.
Rania also told us this week that dish, it's a really great way to use up tomatoes that you might have from your garden, and some people have so many they don't know what to do with them.
I feel like my Facebook feed is full now of pictures of tomatoes. Like, does anybody need tomatoes? They're
So
free.
there you go. Make that dish.
Well, for a copy of today's recipe, go to PittsburghTodayLive.com. We'll have it posted for you there. And guess what? Rania is also including her homemade pesto recipe too. So you can find that there.
A bonus.
A bonus recipe for you.
We like that.
That's what we do here.